Before we start making AFK gains, we want to do Tears of Guthix. But before we do Tears of Guthix, we want to make sure our attack and strength levels are high enough so that they aren't given the XP from Tears of Guthix. I would prefer a different skill to get that XP. And obviously you do ED3 trash runs with the Dragon Rider Lance to get melee skills up really fast. So we get 92 strength and 92 attack. Tears of Guthix is pretty frustrating, especially when the tears keep moving around and you keep chasing them, but they keep moving anyway and you can't freaking get one. But with the quest cape, you can stay in here long enough that you should be able to get over 200 tears quite easily. And from that we got 73,000 fishing XP. I would have preferred rune crafting, but fishing's our lowest level. I said we were going to be doing Fletching this episode and getting that to 99 using all these Ascension shards, but what I didn't expect was getting the Fletching pet. I swear I'm getting spoon-fed all of these pets. It didn't actually take very long to go from 95 to 99 Fletching, so I decided to take a break and come to Etzateria in this nice quiet bank to get the final level. It's time to get the cape. The Fletching skill cape is one of the skill capes that doesn't make training this skill faster or provide more XP. What it does do is provide a chance to make extra bolts, arrows, or darts when fletching them. This applies to criminal bolts as well, and I think it also applies to when you tip them. So it's definitely worth using if you are making criminal bolts. Surely it must be invaluable for Iron Man. Now we're getting into the real AFK. Divination was changed quite recently so that wisps have a set time that they exist for. And the more people using the wisp, the more people drawing memories from the wisp, the longer it'll last. With the Nightmare Muspa familiar and the Divine Conversion relic, while on a community divination training world, you pretty much don't have to move away from a single wisp until you have to deposit all of your memories into the rift. Sure, the Guthix Memorial training method by hopping worlds and two-ticking the center, the ghost thing, is probably faster. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's faster. But it sucks, so I'm not doing it. I want to AFK. I discovered something amazing. Collecting the engrams for the Memorial to Guthix topside provides a ton of XP. I won't go over the details of how to do this, but basically you find the engram in the world, and they're always in the same spots. Charge it with divine energy and memory strands, and give it to the NPC at the Guthix Memorial. And if you've already given her all 12, you can prestige and get the engrams again, and then come back to her with them charged, and she'll give you XP for them again. Look how much this is. 63,000 for one, and then for the other 11, check this out. 700,000 XP. I got 760,000 XP from 12 engrams. The catch is that you are limited by the number of memory strands you have, and the number you need increases with each prestige. So, even though you can use this method to get a ton of XP, you still need to train Divination to get the memory strands. So that's what we did. We AFK'd at the Sophonim Divination spot until we got 95 Divination, which didn't take very long, and then moved on to the Incandescent Colony, where a ton of people are training Divination. It is ridiculous to see how many people are running between all the wisps. And since there are so many people here, there's almost always an enriched wisp up. It is amazing, and it is very good XP. It's very fast XP. With the Elven Ritual Shard and the Spirit Collection Saren Prayer active, you're always going to be picking up empowered Chronicle Fragments that you could throw into the Rift, get some XP, and empower the Rift a bit. Everyone's doing this, so you're all empowering the Rift. So an enriched wisp is always popping out, so you're always getting a ton of enriched wisps that you could turn into a ton of XP. This new way of training Divination is amazing. It's like they remade the entire skill just by making a few tiny tweaks. It's great. I actually enjoy training Divination. But I'm more excited about more engrams. Because not only do you get a ton of Divination XP from turning in the engrams, but every time you pick up a new engram after you prestige, a Guthixian butterfly shows up, and you get some XP in your lowest skill. It's not a lot, but it's nice. Here we are with our second batch of engrams. You see, I had a ton of memory strands just sitting around in my currency pouch. If you have 10,000 memory strands, consider doing this. You're going to get a ton of Divination XP. I came back to the colony and something weird was happening. The wisps weren't loading for everyone, so that's why you're seeing a bunch of people running away and then running back. No, they're not bots. They're just trying to reload the chunk that has the wisps in it. I had to do it a few times as well. Logging out seemed to help sometimes. I only had enough memory strands for one more engram. But it was enough, and we got 99 Divination. For some reason, Orla Fairweather wouldn't sell me the Divination cape at the Guthixian Memorial, so I had to come here to Draenor to get it from her. The effect on this cape is pretty simple. It adds 30 seconds to a wisp's timer, but it only works once per wisp. So if you're at the incandescent colony, there's somebody else bound to be there with the Divination cape, so I wouldn't worry about it. Next up is mining and smithing. We have 1,000 dark Animica stone spirits and 1,000 light Animica stone spirits. We're going to use them both with a bunch of the crystal skill chompas I've collected from player-owned farms, and we're going to mine a bunch of ore and then smelt it into a bunch of Elder Rune bars, and then smith it into a bunch of Elder Rune armor and get 99 smithing. It's quite simple. Would it be faster if I bought all of the ores, or better yet, bought all of the bars? Yes. Yes, it would. I have no other argument against it. I don't want to do it. I just like mining, man. Several hours later, we now have over 2,400 Luminite, 2,400 Rune Ore, 2,400 Light Animica, and 2,400 Dark Animica, which means we can make at least 2,400 Elder Rune bars. But with the Varrock armor and the Blacksmith outfit, and with our level being where it is, we actually have more than a 10% chance to create double bars, so we're definitely going to end this with at least 2,600 Elder Rune bars. We also have some Metamorphic Geodes we have to open up, so let's see what we get. Hopefully it's something good. Anima Crystal's not that bad. Onyx Dust, okay, that'll sell for a decent amount. Ooh, First Age Coin, that Alks for a mill. Elite Clue, not that exciting. Some Concentrated Alloy Bars, those will sell for a little bit. Another coin, okay, cool. Corrupted Ore, and okay, we can use that for some smithing XP. Hydrix Bolt Tips, those are expensive. 40k each, it's ridiculous. And an Enriched Alloy Bar, which will sell for more than the Concentrated. And here's a quick price check. 2.3 mil plus the 2 mil from the 2 coins. Not too bad. And it turns out I was right. We ended up making 2,740 Elder Rune bars. A pleasant underestimation. But we're going to want to use these Bane bars first as well, and then move on to the Elder Rune bars. The plan's pretty simple. Make a bunch of gloves, boots, plate bodies, plate legs, and helmets. Upgrade them to the highest level we possibly can, and then make a bunch of burial sets. We won't make any money from this. We're going to most likely lose money, but we're going to get a lot of XP very fast. I was able to accumulate enough respect to buy the first cannon upgrade, the Golden Cannon. It increases your cannon's capacity from 30 to 60. It's a new month. That means it's time to be disappointed. Yep, back on the AFK smithing grind, we now have 100% respect, which means we can buy the Royal Cannon upgrade, increasing our cannon's capacity from 60 to 90. We made a full set of Elder Rune plus 5 armor, unlocking the achievement, which allows us to make Masterwork armor if we ever decide to put ourselves through that torment. Look at that XP drop. With the Masterwork potion, oh, the XP drops are ridiculous. And even without the potion, we're getting 500 XP every hit. Burial armor is great, especially if you make it all yourself. It takes more time. You're getting less XP per hour. But it's cheap, and it's AFK. Super AFK. The final cannon upgrade. It restocks itself. We can drop a cannon, have the cannonballs in our inventory, and never have to click on it again. It's magic, I guess. These perks also apply to the Old Dak coil, by the way. I got the pet. That's 2 pets this video. Awesome. I only need a little more XP, so I decided let's make an Elder Rune pickaxe plus 5 and a bunch of armor spikes, and that should get us the level. But I miscalculated, and I pre-made a bunch of armor spikes preemptively and made too many. But we got 99 smithing in spite of that mistake, and we're going to finish up these armor spikes and then go buy the skill cape. Unsurprisingly, you buy the skill cape from the Mkando Dwarf, Thurgo, near Port Sarim. While wearing this cape, when you reheat a smithing item, your next strike generates 5 additional progress, so you can spam superheat item on something and generate a bunch of progress and speed up your XP significantly. Because I was leveling and disassembling crystal hammers the entire time I was doing smithing, it left us with quite a decent haul of faceted components, so if we ever need more enhanced devoted perks, we're covered. Next I moved on to construction contracts because I wanted to get the Master Constructor's outfit. I've never actually used it, so I was curious how good it was. The perks make it sound great. We have an option to automatically remove furniture after building it. We can convert logs to planks. We have unlimited teleports to our house, to the construction contracts, any house portal and to any estate agent, so it makes doing contracts much faster. It inherits the constructor's outfit XP boost, and it has a chance of instantly repairing any of the contract furniture. So it sounds really good. The problem is that I have 96 construction now. Now you might be saying, well, maybe you should have done more construction contracts instead of training construction in other ways. Here's the thing. I trained construction almost exclusively through contracts. By the time I was able to afford the outfit, that is getting 1,250 construction contract points, which means doing 250 contracts, I got 296 construction. Now, if you're going for 120, this outfit's probably fantastic, but it probably would have been smarter for me to get the plank box. You have to do hundreds of construction contracts so you can do construction contracts faster. I mean, sure, you can automatically remove furniture. As you can see on the screen here, that's what's happening now, is you build it and it just automatically gets taken away. But it just takes so damn long to get the outfit. Maybe they should have set up a system like Slayer points where every 10th contract you get 20 points or even 10. And maybe every 50 contracts you get 50 points or something. Just, it shouldn't take this long to get the outfit. I can't understand why they would do that. Oh, that's why. I should just make an Iron Man. In fact, you should check out the description. There might be a link to my Twitch page where I may or may not be streaming Iron Man content sometime soon. I return to my happy place. Mining. Dark Animica. We're going to get 99. Because we're at 95 and we're very close. But why are we at Dark Animica and not, say, at somewhere else? Well, because at somewhere else, wherever that might be, you can't use stone spirits. And with the perfect Juju mining potion and stone spirits, it makes mining quite AFK. Pair that with porters, and it's super AFK. You don't even need to fill your ore box. So I did the math, I did the calculus, and I figured we need about 5,000 Dark Animica stone spirits to get us to 99. That's probably not exactly correct because you have a 10% chance of finding a stone spirit while mining under the effects of the perfect Juju mining potion. So I probably bought more than I needed. Either way, we're going to mine a ton of Dark Animica. I picked Dark Animica over Light Animica, mostly because Dark Animica stone spirits are much, much cheaper. Well, it took a long time, and I eventually migrated to the Traherne rocks, the corrupted Seren stones, and started mining there, because that's even more AFK because there's no stamina bar. Frankly, for the most part, I was mining Dark Animica so I could sell what I mined, but I got frustrated and just came here. We buy the mining cape from, unsurprisingly, a dwarf who happens to be hanging out outside the mining guild. This cape's perk is a tongue twister, but I'm going to try it anyway. Provides 5% double ore chance on all core rocks, and whenever your roll to get more ore from a core ore succeeds, you get bonus XP equal to the level requirement of the rock. It's another cape that's very useful if you are training beyond 99, but not if you're training on Seren stones because it's not considered a core rock. Core rocks are the rocks that you use to make bars to make armor, so rune, adamant, animica, bane, all that. So here's what we got going from 95 to 99 mining. Just over 7,000 Dark Animica, we didn't use 2,000 of the Stone Spirits, a bunch of Geodes, 12 of which are metamorphic, so we're going to open them up and see what we get. Baneite Stone Spirits is kind of a slap in the face. Okay, more Stone Spirits. Onyx Dust, that's okay. An Effigy, that's cool. What do we get? More Baneite Stone Spirits, okay, that's fun. More Baneite Stone Spirits. A Master Clue. Another Effigy. Oh, nice. Hydrix Bolt Tips. Those are ridiculously expensive. More Hydrix Bolt Tips. And a First Age Coin. Nice. And here's what we're left with. Made about 40 mil, give or take. I mean, you got the Stone Spirit costs that you got to factor in, and the Porter charges, the Familiar costs, the Divine Charge costs, the Siphon costs. Let's just say we profited 30 mil. And then we can keep it in our coin pouch and hoard it like a dragon. Also, I opened the effigies and I used the Dragonkin lamps on woodcutting. At this point, woodcutting is probably going to be our slowest skill to get to 99, so I'm going to spend all of the extra XP we get on that skill. And now we're moving on to fishing. We want to get 93 so we can fish in Prifdinnis at the waterfall and catch those sea urchins. That way we can buy the ability to make a crystal fishing rod and then use that crystal fishing rod, which gives a 5% increased catch chance to fish for more urchins, and then trade in those more urchins for XP, because you can buy XP from the same shop that you buy the crystal fishing rod from. Or at least you buy the ability to create crystal fishing rods. So here's how we're looking. We're getting really close, guys. We're getting really close to maxing. So until next time, thanks for watching, and check out the description because I will be streaming on Twitch in the foreseeable future. Take care.